What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Moo Trades. Today's video we're going to be going over the live trades that I took today. I'm going to be showing you guys how I spotted the setups and how you can too. They're simple techniques that anybody can learn. So let's hop into the first trade. Alright, and in this first trade it was a reversal type setup, failed second entry long, and to be honest with you guys, it was a bit of a lucky trade just because we're in a overall uptrend, but it just goes to show how powerful these setups are. Even if you're not 100% right, you don't need to predict massive moves because we're just looking for scalps. All we have to do is identify 1 point moves. So to illustrate what I was looking for, we had a new high here, we had a first entry long, another leg down, second entry long failure, bearish bar at the EMA. We had already tested this level once, twice, 2 times, 3 times. It was a fourth test confirming this selling pressure, but even though prices ended up rocketing up on a day like today, like I said, we just are looking for scalps because we're scalp traders. Let's go on to the next trade. This next trade, it was a very textbook setup that did end up rocketing up and allowing for a runner, which we love to see because runners can really change up the math. One runner can make up for profits, sometimes for weak profits in just one trade, depending on how large the runner really is. So what I saw in this trade is that we had this uptrend, we had a break of it, and we're expecting to test the high because rules with these trend channels are that once there's a break, it's only until we reach a new extreme that we can start at least looking to trade in the opposite direction. Also, it is a two-legged pullback pattern, which is the textbook pattern that we look for. We had a new high here, we had one leg down, first entry long, another leg down, second entry long. I actually waited and didn't take the second entry long because it was below the EMA, but when we had 3 more bars followed by a nice bullish bar that touched the EMA and in the same bar touched the EMA, trapped all the sellers, closed on its high. It was a higher low confirming the buying pressure, confirming the second entry long, and trapping all the sellers all in one move, which is why we see so many bars that are green because all the traders, all the smart traders, all the institutions are looking at the same patterns, which is why these are so powerful. They're looking at the same patterns, so a lot of the times, even though we're just looking for scalps, it'll end up leading to a massive move. Now, in this case, I kind of regretted what I did. I ended up taking my profits a bit early because you never know how large the move really is going to be, but I saw we had a break and a new high, so I was like, okay, let me just take my profits at around, I believe, 7 points, something around there, but prices did end up going higher and higher, but hey, I'll take what I can get, and I can't complain because who knows, in another day, I might have been stopped out without any profits, so sometimes it's better just to take your profits and move on, especially on a day like today when there's so much price action and so many chances to make money. And in a second, you'll see that I move my sell limit down, but let's go on to the next trade to see the next setup that I saw. And this next trade was another sort of higher low at the bottom of this trading range. Prices were very congested. Looking back, it's probably another trade that I should have waited on, but I was right in my thinking because once again, prices did rocket up, confirming the setup that I saw. And the reason I like this trade is not only is it a nice bullish bar, confirming this higher low after we tested this low. So we had a new low here, we had a first entry short, second entry short, and we had more buying pressure at these levels. If you look at this midline, it's confirming what I saw in terms of this trend channel. So the midline is reacting, the prices are reacting to the midline several times, which is why, once again, prices are rocketing forward because all the other smart traders are seeing the same things that I am. You just have to stay with conviction and be confident in your trades. So sometimes, even though it's a little bit congested, I was willing to risk the trade because on a day like today, with so much volatility, so much price movement, I knew that more likely than not, this trade was going to work out. And let's see what my runner ended up being. It wasn't anything too crazy, but once again, you don't expect to get the runners. We're just looking for a scalp, and the runner is just a bonus. And whenever you get the bonus, you're happy with whatever it is. And it makes sense that prices rocketed down because we had reached the top of the trading range, which is why I put my sell stop there, because I was expecting prices to come back. These are simple techniques. Let's go on to the next trade. And this trade had very similar properties to the one that I just showed previous. So once again, we went from the top side of the trading range to the bottom side. We tested the low. We had more buying pressure, and then we had a higher low where I went long, and the higher low was a very, very bullish signal bar, closing on its high. I at least expected prices would get to the EMA, and even though there was no runner on this trade, it's why we only go for a scalp, because this trade actually only worked for a 1-point scalp. And there we have it. Next trade, here we come. And this trade is kind of similar to the first one that we went over in terms of it being a reversal type pattern. So we broke out of the trading range, and we had several bars stacked here. So I counted this as a new high. We had one leg down, first entry long, another leg down, second entry long, failure because there was a very bearish bar at these key levels. It was a breakout pullback pattern, and we're expecting to reach the bottom side of the trend channel. And I was confident in this trade, not only because, like I said, we had a breakout pullback pattern, it was a sort of failed second entry long, but also because I knew that my trend channel was valid because prices reacted to the midline so many times, prices react to the top side of it so many times, that I was very, very confident that prices would attempt to at least reach the bottom side of the trading range. Even in very strong days, there has to be corrections, and these setups work 90 to 95 to 99% of the time, depending on the amount of factors you wanna risk. And this next trade followed a similar thinking pattern once again, except from the top side of the trading range. We reached the midline. We had a lot of selling pressure at this key level. We had this short-term uptrend. We had a break and a new high, signaling that short-term uptrend is over. And then we had a double top. We went down below the EMA, and we had a very, very nice reversal type signal bar that closed on its low, and all in one bar, trapped all the longs, and confirmed the selling pressure. The scalp worked out. There we have it. And even though I took several trades today, many more than I normally take, in my thinking, it's very wise to take advantage of days like today because there's a ton of great setups. I just make sure to keep a relaxed mind and not overthink anything. I knew that I was up a lot on a day like today. To be honest with you guys, I ended the day about 10-0, but the reason that I was very confident is because I know these rules work, and I was relaxed and calm with every single trade I took. I never got emotional. And once again, this was a breakout pullback pattern with a two-legged pullback. We had a new high, we had one pullback, first entry long, another pullback, second entry long. At the key level, obvious trade, Very nice bullish bar, and once again, we got a great runner. On volatile days, when there's a lot of news, you're gonna get good runners, which is why I wasn't worried about taking several trades today. I knew that if I stuck with the rules, if I stayed confident in my trades, I didn't get emotional, that I was gonna be on the right side of the market. And I ended up taking my runner once again at about 6.5 points. Let's go into the next trade. I mean, there we go. Alright, you guys, that's going to wrap up the video. I didn't record every single trade that I took, but some of the best textbook setups I showed with you guys. I don't want to make the video too long. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys have a great one. I'm telling you guys, if you mark all the trades, if you look back every single day and mark the trades that follow the rules, follow the setups that I'm teaching, I'm telling you, you'll see these backtest that if you backtest, the trades work nearly every single time. Once again, it just depends. Do you want to factor in, oh, is this trade congested? Is this trade on uh, the wrong side of the EMA? Is it under the EMA? Is it not a great signal bar? If you eliminate every single factor and only focus on the best textbook trades, these are 99% probability trades. Now, in my trading, I do take a little bit more risky trades sometimes. That's just human nature. But if you focus on the highest probability trades, you're gonna be profitable. Hope you guys have a good one, and peace out.